Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And yep, congratulations, we got to 1,000 followers. Thank you so much everyone for helping me to get there. If you're not already subscribed, please considering to subscribe. You'll really help me out. And yeah, it's a really interesting channel. I'm just gonna keep building it and big stuff coming up. So yeah, please subscribe and also give it a thumbs up and leave a comment what you want to hear me talk about in the next video. So yeah, it's amazing. We got to 1,000 followers, and I think it was in just like 2 or 3 weeks from the whole thing, from when it started. Anyways, without further doing, let's go into today's topic. So I don't really have today like a specific topic. I just gonna talk about different things what people from the outside of the community are gonna be very surprised and interested to hear about it. A lot of very interesting things, and also people in the community will be, sometimes when you're in the bubble you don't realize that this is actually happening. You have to hear it from outside perspective. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, this thing actually is happening in my community. So the first thing what I'm gonna talk about is gonna be the holidays in the Jewish. By the way, again, I'm gonna make it clear again. When I'm talking about Jewish, I mean ultra-orthodox / Hasidic Jewish. Okay, so by the holidays, a holiday is supposed to be fun and enjoy, and everybody knows Christmas, New Year's, July 4th. It's a lot of fun and it's enjoyment. It's not pressure. So but by them, a holiday pretty much will be a lot of pressure, a lot of anxiety, depression, all kind of things. So I can give a lot of examples. For example, let's start with the holiday Passover. Okay, so by them, they will start cleaning the house a whole year before, and especially months before. They're gonna clean, and they're gonna clean the house with OCD. You know what I mean? They're gonna keep cleaning the same thing over and over again. And I'm not talking about cleaning dirty things. I'm actually talking about cleaning a clean house. So this is like the most anxiety thing, and they can do that for months with all kind of pressure and and they're gonna scream, oh, don't bring in bread and stuff like that. And when it comes closer to the holiday, they can't eat anymore in the house. They gotta eat in suffering in a little room somewhere separate and something like that. And then when the holiday finally comes, they're not allowed to eat for 7 days bread or pretty much most of the food. They pretty much live on eggs, potatoes, and crackers or something like that. So yeah, that's very hard. And I mean, there's a lot of other really hard and pressure. So like for example, so the holiday Passover, they don't enjoy it whatsoever. It's just pressure. Then moving on to the next holiday, which is Rosh Hashanah. It's pretty much also a very hard holiday. They pretty much pray all day. They're for like almost 24 hours in synagogue, praying and praying. And trust me, praying is not that they understand, or it's like somebody's giving a speech. It's even then it's hard. It's hard, really hard. Imagine being in synagogue for 24 hours. Well, it's pretty much they're reading the Bible and they don't even understand what they say. I mean, it's not the Bible, but it's for the idea. It's a different language even what they speak. They just have to say it, keep saying what it says. And yeah, it's really hard. And then you move on to the next holiday, which is Yom Kippur, which is also a really hard holiday. They're not allowed to eat on that day, or wearing shoes or anything. They're not allowed to drink water. Also, they pray for on Yom Kippur. They're literally for the whole day in synagogue. Like at night on the day, they don't eat, they don't pray, they don't wear shoes. Yeah, it's really hard. They can't take a shower that day. They can't do anything. They gotta be depressed. So yeah, that's not just another example. Then you move on to the next holiday, which is I don't know how they say it in English, but I guess it's Sikas, which is when they have to also they have to build like a little I don't know how to call it, like a little unprofessional house outside, which is really hard to live in there. They have to sleep there for 7 days, and it's all very cold or very hot. It's like right in the beginning of the winter, so it's like you're gonna die from heat or die from cold. And it's raining, of course, and snowing, and it's just horrible. And that's just another example where they're really like suffering on holidays, which are supposed to be fun, is for them really a hard time. And they're all gonna say in the comments, "Oh, we enjoy it so much." So okay, so tell me, which part do you enjoy from any holiday? Because I found only suffering. And they just keep saying, yeah, "Oh yeah, it's so much fun," but in fact it isn't. And yeah, and then you have all the other things. Same thing is with Saturday Shabbos. Okay, it's also not fun. They once before Shabbos they have so much pressure. They gotta cook because they're not allowed to cook on Saturday. They gotta cook everything before, so it's gonna be ready, and they gotta clean the whole house, and everybody has to be prepared, and it's just really hard. And then once it's come said, they gotta go also in synagogue for a real long time and suffer there, and being there for hours and hours. And then when they come home, they have to sit by a let's call it so-called party, but it's also again like a holiday, which a regular person think of a holiday is fun, but a party by them is a place where you suffer. You have to sit, and it's a whole thing. And there's actually talking about the party. They also have the same kind of party on Passover. So I always say this story where what they always say, which is basically this guy who ran away right before they start serving the food on Passover. Because Passover they're gonna pray and do all this stuff for a real long time until they start serving the food. So this guy ran away. So they always say like, don't run away right before the good part. So that's what I'm saying. If I'm going back now to the community, or I'm changing my mind, that's like running away. I suffered all the way up now. Why giving up? It's like somebody climbing up a mountains and they give up at the last step. That's the most stupid thing. Just go one more step and you get there. You got this. So yeah, anybody who can take inspiration from that, I'll be more than happy to do that. So then moving on to the next thing is something which is called mikvah, which is also a very, very weird and strange thing, which is basically a mikvah is a little hole in the earth, which is pretty much 10 by 10 feet length in the width, and it's like 6 feet deep, and filled with water, and there's no filter or anything, and literally like 3,000 or more people will go in that water. Like I said, it's 10 feet wide and 10 feet the length. And they will go in that water and without a shower or anything. That's just so disgusting. There's literally shit and hair and dandruffs and fungus and all kind of diseases and COVID, whatever you want is in that water, and everybody must go in that water. But that's just a little thing, okay? This is why they stink. If you ever wonder why they stink, that's why, because they go in this water every fucking day. And but then the real strange and weird thing about it, and actually disgusting thing about it, is that once you turn 18, you have to go there. Not 18, sorry. Once you turn 13, you have to go every day in that water, okay? So, but don't forget that in that same, so it's basically you have the water, which is in a huge room, okay, with the little hole, and then you have the whole room where everybody. So when you go in the water, you don't even have underwear. You completely naked and exposed, and everybody can look on everybody, okay? So it's really awful and disgusting, okay? So But the thing is that the little 13 years olds has to get naked, and all the 90 and 60 years old and all kind of ages, 40 years old, everybody is staring on them, okay? And they have to expose in front of them. That's just so disgusting, and I have no idea what they're actually thinking with that. But yeah, this is actually happening. And you know what else? Before Saturday, a lot of parents and even without parents, they come a lot of times. Little kids, like 4 years old, will be exposed completely naked. And when I say naked, that means that the penis is exposed too. Okay, so it's just completely awful how. Oh my goodness. If anybody can do something about it, I would really appreciate it, because and you're forced to go there. There is no such a thing that you say no, okay? And yeah, that's just another really uncomfortable and thing where if you're there you really suffer. And then moving on to the next thing is that when they are in school, okay, they're not going in school, no formal school or anything like that, but they still go to their own, let's call it their own education system, which is basically being learning the Old Testament, which is the Torah, which by the way they don't learn that. The most what they will learn actually is the Talmud, the Gemara, which is just a really weird book with no point and just completely bullshit. But that's what they're gonna do all day. And yeah, and they're gonna go have school for 6 days a week, okay? And they will actually have 7 days a week. The only problem is that the 7th day, which is Saturday, Shabbat, they can't drive, so they can't really come in school. But otherwise, they will definitely have school. In fact, they do have some kind of school in that day. You know, it's not like completely. Sometimes they have to come, and also they're gonna be for like literally like, I don't know, like way more than 10 hours a day in school. They're gonna be about let me think, what I'm saying, 10, way more than 12. They're gonna be about like 14 hours a day in school, okay? Yeah, let me think about it. Yeah, about 14 hours a day or more, okay? And this is 6 days a week, and they're not gonna do anything productive, okay? And they get beaten up in the school, and actually by both, by kids and by the teachers, but actually by the teachers. And a lot of times when kids getting beaten up, it's the teachers are okay with that because they're getting beaten up for because they don't believe, or they just I don't know, say if they're gay or something like that, they're gonna get beat up, and teacher's gonna be like, oh yeah, he's doing good, yeah, beat him up because he's gay or whatever the story is. So yeah, that's just other really and also, like, even when you have time, like on Saturday, they're gonna make sure that in the morning you have to come and say this little prayer, and pray, which called the Tehillim, and then you're gonna have to be when they read the Bible. They're gonna make sure that you never have time for yourself. And when you're a kid, when you get older, okay, and when you're a teenager, it doesn't matter. They're always gonna make sure that you don't have 1 minute for yourself, or to see the outside world, or have even a chance to see it, or explore it, or even think for yourself. Like, when you keep somebody stressed, they gotta keep doing something. They don't really like have time to think about anything else. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Just gonna thank you everybody again. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching my YouTube videos. Please give it a thumbs up. And yeah, the fact that I have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube shows me that a lot of people like my content, and they look forward for the future, and they want to see me succeed. And I promise you guys, I won't let you down. I will show you. I will do it. So yeah, thank you so much. Please subscribe and share this channel with a few friends, and make sure they subscribe too. I also have an Instagram. Please follow me. There's some people start like making fake accounts, but it has nothing to do with me. Make sure you follow the right account. I also have there already like 2,000 followers or more. More, at least 2,000. So yeah, make sure to subscribe and follow. Also have a TikTok. Check it out, Joseph Kraus. Thank you so much. Love and peace.